Hey everyone, my name is Prince, and welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies Intel Drop reaction, and this one I am very much excited for because this is the gameplay Intel Drop. And obviously in this Intel Drop we're going to get actual discussion and sort of explanations on all of the different gameplay aspects, because obviously we saw the gameplay trailer and that included a lot of different features that were going to be in Terminus, but obviously we just saw the visuals of them. We didn't really get an explanation on how they're gonna work. So this one should be a really exciting one. I'm really looking forward to this. So without further ado, let's get right into it and watch it.
It feels like there's nothing else on the market that can scratch the itch that Black Ops 6 Zombies gives. It's just so fun to play through that gameplay loop over and over again.
Gameplay, right.
One of the newest things we have is called augments, and it's a new way for us to upgrade perks, ammo mods, and field upgrades.
Right.
We'll give you 3 major augments and 3 minor augments for you to choose from. So a major augment would be more drastic. So there's a major augment that will turn into 3 orbs that will essentially carousel around you and protect you. A minor augment would be stat changes like this napalm burst will now deal slightly more damage.
Okay.
One of our brand new perks, Melee Macchiato, gives you a devastating punch melee. It has a major augment that will improve the melee attack speed for all of your melee weapons.
Okay,
so that's... perks have been in every game, but the augments really do give a new breadth to perks and using them, adding that customizability to using perks, making it feel individual to the one who's using it.
That's,
so no perk really feels the same between 2 players.
Augments are game changer.
And it's called they've renamed it. It's not PhD Slider anymore. PhD Flopper is back because we've got the Omni movement, so we can actually flop now. So PhD Flopper has made a full return to zombies. Love it.
Game changer. They allow you so much control over the way you want to play and experience the game.
Now we have replaced the armor upgrades in the arsenal with ammo mods. So
okay.
When you go to the arsenal, you can apply an ammo mod to your weapon and upgrade its rarity.
We are bringing bubblegums back and really just looked at how we could refine it and improve it for Black Ops 6.
So yeah, we'll be able to pick 5 gobble gums in menus and put those into a pack that you then use inside the match. And in the match, you just find a gumball machine, you go up to it, and then it'll give you one of those gobble gums.
Yes! Okay, so we're back to the random gobble gums. Fuck yes, that is exactly that's what I was worried about, because I've made it no secret that I am really not a fan of the way they did elixirs, in that they just gave you all of the ones that you chose to activate at any time. But with this, we're back to the random ones. We're back to gobblegums and how they're meant to work. Love it!
You can choose when you want to activate them, and you can activate multiple at once.
They can range from small changes in gameplay to drastic changes and upgrades that can really benefit a player.
Okay, it's funny that I just said that and then they just revealed that. I did see that in like a screenshot that you can have multiple gobblegums and you can choose when to activate them. Okay, that's something I'm not as big of a fan of, but at the same time, it's not really that different from how it was in Black Ops 3. Like, you get a gobblegum and you can choose when to activate it. This is just making it so that you can have multiple. Like, you still need to get them. So, yeah, I'm not as big a fan of that, but, it's not that big of a deal. It's not as bad as it was in Black Ops 4 because you still have to get them from the machine. So, okay, that's a bit, but I'm alright with that.
It can give you all the perks at once, or even fire a weapon without using up any ammunition. They can be really powerful.
Stock option.
Used in a timely manner.
Weapon builds are great. They allow players to save a build, which includes attachments and blueprints on a weapon. Players to then set that as a zombie build. That means when you're playing a match and you access a weapon via wall buy or the mystery box, you'll get that zombie build in the game.
Yes! 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 Thank fuck! Okay, that was something that I mentioned in my Hopes for Black Ops 6 video that I hated about Cold War. The fact that you would just get random attachments from random weapons. But this is essentially doing exactly what I asked them to do and what I wanted them to do, which is basically bring back custom classes. No, not custom classes. God, no, that's what I didn't want them to do. Bring back, weapon customization in zombies, that you literally just went into your weapon classes and you modified each weapon, and then when you got that weapon in the game, it was the same attachments that you'd put on the weapon in your menus. Okay, yes, oh my god, yes, this is like, it really is just taking everything that was shit, like, across the past, like, 4 games and fixing it. Fuck yes!
It's at its core a mode that we love, and we just want to continue to push it in new directions to keep it fresh and exciting, but at the same time making sure it's delivering on all the big elements that are core to the DNA of the mode. So we're creating new experiences within that.
Okay. Right, okay, well that was, one more thing. It seems though...
And the mode,
So, in the gameplay trailer, we saw that weird serum injection thing that turned you into a mangler, but seemingly, we do actually have manglers as enemies as well, so that's interesting. God, we're gonna have so many different, boss enemies. We've got parasites, we've got manglers, we've got the weird vermin things that we've seen in some of the other trailers, but man, okay, so... highlights of this, augments. Okay, yeah, I want to look at that again. Okay, this seems a bit... Okay, this is one of the things that I'm learning about that I'm not thinking I'm a fan of.
One of our brand new perks, Melee Macchiato, gives you a devastating punch melee.
Okay, so they revealed what Melee Macchiato actually does, in that it gives you a devastating, like, punch melee attack. Now, I was gonna say that I don't know if, melee weapons are coming back, but I'm pretty sure they mentioned all melee attacks.
Will improve the melee attack speed for all of your melee weapons.
All of your melee weapons, so that implies that melee weapons are coming back. Okay, that's interesting. Again, melee weapons is something that I'm sort of on the fence about. Like, I'm not sure whether they should be in or not. Honestly, I kind of enjoyed them in Cold War. They were a fun little thing for you to use, like... and they were actually usable in the later rounds as well. Like, you wouldn't think they would be, but they actually are. So, seemingly melee weapons are coming back. So, augments are going to be able to affect both perks and ammo mods. And of course, we have the return of Elemental Pop here with its very recognizable arcade perk machine.
Now we have replaced the armor upgrades in the arsenal with ammo mods.
Okay, so they've removed the armor upgrades and they've made ammo mods part of the upgrade system on that instead of being a pack punch thing. Okay, that I'm not a fan of either. Like, what? Why? That seems like way too much of an overpowered thing to not be part of Pack-a-Punch. The idea that you can just put an ammo mod on a weapon without upgrading it? Okay, I did want to briefly talk about this point because I did think of something after recording this. If the ammo mods are now part of the sort of weapon tier upgrade system, that should mean that they rely on salvage instead of points. And considering how powerful most ammo mods are, including that new Gersh ammo mod that we saw in the gameplay trailer, that might mean that they simply make it really expensive and make it cost rare salvage, which, remembering back to Cold War, took a long time to save up. So I take it back. Maybe this actually could be a good thing, making it not a part of Pack-Punch, because that could make it a little bit more balanced. That you can't just save up a bunch of points and then automatically get, like, tier 1 Pack-Punch and an ammo upgrade immediately. So, yeah, just throwing that out there, it could also be a good thing. But I'm not going to try and hate too hard, because again, I don't know how the gameplay's going to actually work. I mean, I mentioned in the last video video that there have been, like, full gameplay playthroughs that have been, uploaded onto YouTube. And if you've seen any of those, please do not put anything from that in the comments down below, because I do not want anything, like, spoiled, basically. I want to wait and play Black Ops 6 for myself and experience all of this. But moving on, we have the return of Gobblegums. Now, I do want to try and see what that is. I think that's the same... It looks to be the same ray gun coming out of the box Gobblegum that we saw in the gameplay trailer. Yeah, that's the same one from the gameplay trailer. I think this might actually be the same footage as well. I'm not entirely sure. And we have our boy Anywhere But Here. And it looks like it's gotten an upgrade. First off, it looks like it's a blue one now instead of a purple one. And it looks like it's a rare mega. Why would Anywhere But Here be a rare mega? It's not that good. Well, I don't know. Maybe they've reshuffled the way, like, the rarities work and everything. Because if you think about it, a lot of the time, like, some of the regular Gobblegums were actually more useful than some of the rare megas, so maybe they've reshuffled it a bit and they've put, like, some of the ones that were regular Gobblegums and put them as megas, so yeah, maybe that's the thing. But Anywhere But Here is back. It's so good to see it again, and it also seems as though there's, like, a different animation. Like, when you get the Gobblegum, you, like, flip it up and catch it instead of flipping it into your mouth, and then when you activate it, that's when you flip it into your mouth. Okay.
They can give you all the perks at once, or even allow you to fire a weapon without using up any ammunition.
Okay, that one about using your weapon without using up any ammunition, that at first I thought was referring to stock option, because that's sort of it's like stock option is firing and taking ammo from your stockpile instead of from your clip, but firing without using any ammo at all, that doesn't sound like stock option. So maybe there's like an infinite ammo Gobblegum now. I feel like there was one like that before. Am I misremembering? There was Alchemical Antithesis. That was sort of similar to that. So maybe there's a new, like, infinite ammo Gobblegum. Or maybe they're just referring to stock option. But I wouldn't say that stock option allows you to fire your weapon without using any ammunition. You're just using ammunition from the stockpile. But yeah, I am so happy that they're bringing back, like, proper weapon customization, because that is, like, that was something that was severely lacking from Cold War. Like, what's the point of customizing your weapon if it's not going to have those customizations in the game? Again, the custom classes system in Cold War was one of the worst, like, gameplay mechanics from that, but I'm really glad they're fixing that in Black Ops 6. And also, one thing that I didn't pick up on is that we can actually see the HUD in this shot. We have the round number right here. The minimap is back. I'm not really fussed about that either way. We've got boat symbols here. We've got... If that's an ammo crate, I'm gonna be pissed. Because that was one thing that I really did not want to see back. So, if that's... Oh, that's disappointing. And that looks to be a Gobblegum machine as well. Oh, God, why do they have to bring the ammo crates back? Because what I'm worried about, like, because now we've got, like, I was saying in the Hopes for Black Ops 6 video that, like, they would have to, like... If they're introducing certain things, they'd have to get rid of other things. But the problem I'm seeing is that it doesn't seem like they're getting rid of anything. It just seems like they're piling on more and more and more and more and more stuff just to make the player more and more overpowered. And I'm just worried that this is going to lead to Black Ops 6 just being absolutely piss easy. Because we can see in the bottom right here, that is, I'm not sure what ability that is, but that's a field upgrade. Yeah, that's Healing Aura. So, not only are they bringing back field upgrades, they're bringing back Gobblegums, and they're introducing augments to make perks and field upgrades even more powerful, and they're making ammo mods non-pack-a-punch so you can get them without your weapon being pack-a-punched. And I just think all of this together, like, how in the fuck are we ever gonna be able to die in this version of zombies? Like, I feel like they're just making it far too easy. I don't know. Again, until I actually play this, I can't, like, realistically give a review of, like, the difficulty. And, you know, who knows? Maybe there's gonna be, like, difficulty settings that you can modify. You know, I wouldn't put it past them to do that. But I'm just a bit worried, just because they're, like, I was saying in that video that, like, if they're bringing back Gobblegums, if they're, like, adding in, like, stuff to make the game easier, in order to preserve the difficulty, they're gonna have to take away stuff, and it doesn't look like they have, so I'm just a bit worried about that, I'm gonna be honest. But I think that's really all I can gain from this. Again, like, I'm just voicing my opinions on this, you know, I haven't seen, like, any of the full playthroughs that have been uploaded onto YouTube because I don't want to, because I want to wait and experience it for myself as best I can. I'm fine having the information, like, discussed in videos like this, but I don't want to see actual, like, an actual playthrough from, like, spawn to death. I just want to see all of these little gameplay clips, basically. But yeah, I think that's all there is to gain from this. I'm still really excited. Again, there are some things that I'm a bit nervous about, but there are other things that I am so happy about. Probably top among them being the return of the Gobblegums working the way that they did in Black Ops 3, pretty much, with a few changes. And more than anything else, the weapon customization being put back to what it should be. So yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and go down into the description down below and join the casual Discord, because we're going to be getting more gameplay on August 28th at COD Next, and I will be streaming that, so go join the casual Discord to be notified whenever I go live or upload a video, which will of course include that live stream. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you on another video or stream very soon. Goodbye, everyone.